Thank you very much for joining us after that. I appreciate your time as always here on Facebook Live. First, thoughts and impressions after the game like that. What's first sticks out of your minds?
Yeah, look, I mean, we knew it was going to be tough. We know they've been playing really good basketball, so it's great. I think it's really good for us to come up against that level of intensity and defensive pressure that the COE bring. And again, it's like the game against Warwick. We'll take a lot from it. We learn from it. And hopefully that helps us for the rest of the season.
You'll still be on top of the ladder in the NBL1 West competition despite the loss to Warwick last week. What you saw out there tonight, despite the result here, plenty of positives, not just from Teige Morrell, but also Usich, I should say, who came back on after a bit of a scare with her ankle. What's the prognosis on that, considering she played out the rest of the game?
Yeah, look, I mean, there's lots of positives. We looked at the score line, and there was 10 minutes of basketball where we lost it, really. The last 5 of the second quarter, the last 5 of the fourth. So we know we can play the level required for, and when you're same against Warwick, we played that level for 3 quarters. So we know we're around the market where we need to be. We know there's a couple of adjustments we need to make, and we're working on that. Look, Teige's prognosis looks okay. I think it was more of a scare for her at the start. Obviously at the moment with the injuries we're carrying, it's not ideal for anyone else to go down. But again, that's part and parcel of sport. We know that we've got to find a way to score the basketball without Robbie playing, without Kiara playing. There's some other players under injuries as well that are trying to play through. So it's just a different environment for us moving forward, and we've got to find ways to do it.
As, with that in mind, I mean, you're a high points producer anyways, but did you feel a bit more responsibility to take on more of that scoring load with the injuries, especially early in the game tonight as well?
I mean, I guess yes would be the short answer, but we're definitely looking to utilize all our weapons on the court, and I think, just in last week's game, this week's game, that's what we're working towards, and I think we're doing a good job. Every game we're gonna get better at that.
Next 2 weeks ahead, Teige, a very big game against the Eastern Suns right here at HBF Arena next Friday. How are you going to approach this game despite Eastern Suns' position on the ladder?
Oh, I mean, just like any other game, absolutely. We're just going to come out and play our game, play hard. Yeah.
Coach, a game I was impressed with was Michelle Parker-Williams. I thought she was an absolute beast on defence. I think 12 boards, 5 steals as well. What do you make of her game and her efforts when, obviously, you've got a margin like it is, but for her to commit and compete like that on defence?
Yeah, we spoke to Michelle this week about having a bigger presence on the boards. We thought that had probably slipped away in the mid part of the season. So really impressed with her that she came out and did that tonight. And again, defensively, she uses her length well. We just had a chat with her then. It's good for her to play at this level to see what she needs to do offensively to be able to combat and play against pressure. And I think we'll go back with her and she'll learn a bit from tonight about just some adjustments she can make at the offensive end to help when people put her under the pressure they are.
I think she was a beast on defense. Every time I turned around, it was like, ooh, steal from Nashaya. Yes, let's go.
Those moments from Parker-Williams certainly inspired the side, just before the final quarter when the game just sort of slipped away. But yourself, Parker-Williams, and also Ilsich form quite a good backcourt unit for the Wolves side, and it's already shown despite the injuries that you've suffered, and hence you're on top of the ladder in the NBL1 West competition. It's good. Is it a good gelling unit at face value when you're on the court?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything everyone sees from us, the way we gel, it's definitely real. So, yeah, absolutely.
Just one more from me. Have you got a time frame on Robbie's return to the team and how that? I know it's the loaded question, but I would get yelled at if I didn't even at least pose the question.
Yeah, sure. Look, we don't know is the short answer. Look, we hope she'll be back for finals. We're not trying to hide that we're going to be playing the rest of the next 2 weeks without her.
Yep.
I think that's pretty obvious.
Yep.
We're hopeful she'll return for the first final. That's our goal at this stage, and that's what we're doing with her rehab. So, and if she does or if she doesn't, like I said, we've got belief in our group that whoever hits the floor, we can win. We've just got to find adjustments to play without it.
One more from me for both of you here. Your general thoughts on the wildcard concept, of course, that it's being a new game in 2022, getting the chance to play with some of the great young talent around Australia with the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence. What do you make of it?
Oh, I mean, I was so excited coming into this game. I thought it was just a great opportunity, and obviously the fact that a spot one-off opportunity to get into the finals, the national tournament, is super exciting. And so just coming off of the game, it was really good. Some great talent out there, and good to get that physicality. I think we needed that. So
yeah, I think it's a great concept. I think anytime you can play against high level quality opposition and learn from it, like I said, we've learned a lot in the last 2 weeks as a group. So I think it's a great concept, and although we lose a game, we're certainly happy to play it and take out of it a lot of things. So yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it as always. Thanks a lot.
Nice, thanks guys.
one other thing, don't forget, next round is our Soccer to Sarcoma grand finale. So make sure everyone wears their odd socks.
Thanks guys.